Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cohen from Phoenix Star YT and welcome to Hearthstone. We've got a new season card back to win if I have like 5 wins this season, so that's gonna be freaking fantastic. So if you guys are not familiar with what this game is, I think I streamed it once, maybe twice before. So basically what this game is, it's a online card game, kind of like Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. And yes, I refuse to call it the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game because that sounds stupid. So it's basically something like that, and what you need to do is you just need to collect... Oh! Okay, I just received a legendary, the Flagmaster Dungar. Battlecry, choose a flight path and go dormant. Awaken with a bonus when you complete it. Okay, I was not expecting to receive a legendary returning from new expansion now live. I know, just let me freaking play this. Okay. So I wasn't expecting to receive a legendary coming back from my vacation. I don't know if that card would be very good for any of the decks that I already have, but we can see what we can do with it, and just add it to one of our packs and see what happens. Now I don't know if it was a neutral or not. It didn't seem like a neutral. I think it was either the priest. No, it's not priest card. So where exactly is it? I don't know where it is supposed to be. Oh, here it is. So it is just a neutral card. So it doesn't really matter which one of the decks I use. Okay, that makes sense. We're just gonna add it to the custom warrior because why not? I think that would be a interesting choice for me. And why can't I open the neutral thing like that? Like, is it because I have too many cards in my deck? Let me just get rid of one. You know what? I can get rid of this guy, I guess, because I don't really see myself getting any... Oh, what the crap? Are you kidding me? I can't go to the neutral. Oh, I can now. Okay, okay. I guess that little thing is a little glitched. So, yeah. I hardly even managed to finish my introduction. But yeah, this is an online card game, and we're gonna play some games into it. This is a wild deck. Do you want to convert it to a full standard? Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to do that. Let's go for wild. I don't know if this is actually containing any wild cards, because there are various kinds of game modes in this. Like, there's classic, standard, wild, and now there's also casual, I guess. So yeah, it doesn't really matter which one of the game modes I'm playing. Let's just have some casual fun with wild. I think all of my decks should have nothing but wild cards, and if there's one casual card in there, it's fine. Basically, what that means is that if I have wild cards in my deck, I can't play a standard game. It's as easy as that. And if I have wild cards in a casual deck, I can't play a casual game. And this is quite honestly one of the worst starting hands I've ever had in anything. Wow. The price you pay for having double cards in your deck, right? So, I'm not going to be explaining too much of what this game actually is, or what I'm going to be doing, or what's happening, because I feel like this quick little gameplay that I'm doing would be nothing but tutorial if I would do so, and I know that people would much rather just watch me scream and yell at the terribleness that is my gaming skills. Frank Flunky, I'm sure I can make good use out of that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the Fierce Monkey would be a good option, because We are still in the early game, and a 5-drop and a 9-drop would not exactly be all that wise. 5-drop and 9-drop basically means that it takes 5 or 9 mana to play. Your mana replenishes every turn, by the way, in case you're wondering. So, the Flying Master Dungar, I have not seen this card before. I'm guessing it's part of the new expansion that just released. So, I'm actually pretty curious to see what this is going to do. So, I need to choose a flight path, and I'm guessing that this is a passive spell. Yeah, you know what? Let's go Eastern Plague Lands, I guess, or let's go Westfall. Let's play it safe for the time being. I don't know if going for a 5-turn thing would be very wise to do. I don't really have that much firepower right now, so I'm guessing that would I'm guessing that this would be much better if I have a full field on my hands here. Alright, so we have Devout Adventurer with a Divine Shield. That is not what I was hoping for. Amani Berserker, I can actually give it a slam and I can draw a card. The problem is though, this thing doesn't have all that much health as it is. I'm just gonna summon my Fierce Monkey. I think that would be the best option for now. So yeah, these things right here, by the way, they have taunt, and that means that my opponent needs to destroy these in order to go face on me. And it looks like this guy has a pretty well put together deck, or not. I have no idea if Hellfire is actually that great of a card to have in your deck. It's most certainly powerful, but it didn't really change much for the overall thing. Yeah, improve morale. I'm definitely gonna use that because it gives me a lackey and it gives this guy 3 extra health because or attack because it's damaged. Ethereal Lackey. Thank you very much. I'm definitely gonna get that, and Battle Rage. Even though I already have like 2 Battle Rage cards in my deck already. Let's give me another one. Actually, I got... No, I don't have 2 of those. I was thinking Inner Rage there. So I have a Golden Battle Rage and a regular Battle Rage. That's actually not that bad. It's pretty darn good, actually. Deal 1 damage to a minion for each armor you have. I don't have any armor at all. I guess I could armor up, because that gives me 2 armor. But I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to be all that helpful. Particularly because this Life Drinker has 3 health and this only gives me 2 armor. So, I would need to do something else. This is really bad. Okay, I'm just gonna do Battle Rage. I'm not gonna waste my golden one yet, because the gold one is worth money, I guess. Actually, no. The cards that you get in this game are absolutely not worth anything. Besides magical dust or something like that that you can use to make new cards with. But other than that, the cards that you get in this game are not worth any money at all. You can't sell them to other players. So there is not much that you can do. When you have the cards, they are yours, and you cannot gift or sell them to anyone. And what the crap did this thing do? Destroy all 1-cost spells in both hands and decks. Okay, well, I don't really think that's much of a loss, because I don't really have all that many 1-cost spells in my deck. Unless I actually do, and I just completely screwed something up, but I have no idea. Oh my goodness, I really hate that I can't, because I really want to use this, because it silences a minion, and that basically means that it gets rid of of the effects that a minion has. Because if a minion has a special ability, you can silence it with this, and then the ability would just be blocked out. The trouble is that the vast majority of his minions, of my opponent's minions, seem to be either Death Rattle or Battle Cry. This guy just so happens to be Taunt, so I can silence it, and then the taunt would be gone. And that basically means that his special ability is now negated, so it can't be used anymore, which is a pretty good thing. Frothing Berserker? I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I honestly am pretty stuck. My opponent has a pretty well thought out deck, and I don't really have all that well thought out decks at all. I usually just throw in whatever junk I feel would be oh my gosh, no! No, why? Okay. Oh my gosh, this is really bad. Yeah, I definitely need more cards. That is not going to help. I don't even have any mechs in my deck, so I can't use this. This one fuses together with another mech, if I put it down right next to another mech that I have on my battlefield, but I don't have any, so... Yeah, that's the trouble. What is this guy's Death Rattle? That is not gonna help me! Oh, no! Oh... This is terrible. I don't think I've had this bad of a game in a long while. Everything seemed to be going pretty decently until all of this happened. Trouble is, I had to kill that guy at some point, because if I didn't, then I would be toast. What is this guy actually... Oh, yeah, that is actually pretty helpful. That would be great if this guy would actually survive and I could attack him directly. That would have been fantastic, but no, that's not the world we live in right now. It's got to be like this. Yeah, he also has a very big card advantage, because I only got 4, he's got 7 cards, and right now he's got 8, and he's gonna get another one, of course. I also have less cards than my opponent does, which can be both a good thing or a bad thing. I don't really know. What in the frick? Wait. What did just happen? Shuffle your hand into your deck. Draw that many cards. Are you serious? You have a nearly full card in your deck, and yet you're like, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna shovel the cards I have into my deck and see what happens. Yeah, so I actually have a pretty powerful card in my hand. The trouble is, I don't know if I want to use it yet, because my opponent has a full hand, and he can easily destroy my Deathwing if he does so, because this thing destroys all minions on the field, but I have to discard my entire hand for it. So, I don't know if that would be very wise to do. I also don't have anything else that I can really use. I only have like 12 cards left in my deck. But then again, this guy has 3 minions, 2 of which have taunt, and 2 of which have 6 attack and 6 health. So, maybe a Deathwing could be a good thing to put down, but I really don't know. Then again, I have to choose right now, so I'm just gonna put it down and hope that Deathwing survives the next couple of turns. If he does, that would be great. But now I have literally no cards left in my hand. And yeah, I figured this guy would have a Siphon Soul. I didn't think that... this guy would be all that, you know, I didn't think that this would not happen. Twin Tyrant. I better just summon this guy because he gets rid of both minions that my opponent got already. Probably a very bad idea because of the death rattle, but hey, it's the best I can do right now. There's not a lot that I can do about this. So now I just have to get very lucky because I only have 10 cards. My opponent has 16. I have no cards in my hand. So yeah, I'm pretty much screwed. The trouble with Deathwing is that you really need to can only use it for a last resort. If you don't have anything else that you can play to destroy your opponent, Deathwing would be a fantastic choice. But it's also a very risky move, as we just observed. Yeah, I don't know if that is going to be very useful. Maybe it will, but nah, I'm just gonna do this for the time being. This is the card that I was talking about earlier. This is Inner Rage. Deal 1 damage to a minion and give it 2 attack. That's a fantastic move. But as you can probably tell, my opponent's deck is way too well thought out for that kind of thing. I got no minions. All I got are spell cards. If my minions are completely done, if I don't have any minions left, then I just... this is absolutely horrible. It's been a long time since I've last had this bad of a game. But yeah, this is quite possibly one of the worst games that I've had. And of course, this guy also has the Eye of Cthulhu. He's got plenty of parts of Cthulhu in his deck, and that's just wonderful. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use this one. And I'm going to use this. And I'm hoping that's going to be enough. It's probably not going to be enough because my opponent, once again, has a lot of cards in his hand. Long story short, I'm pretty much doomed. I think that I completely lost this game without even getting near the end of the game. I can attack twice with this guy now because he has Wind Fury. Wind Fury allows a minion to attack twice a turn. But it's not going to be enough because this guy has 21 health. And he could easily kill my own character because it has 16 health and 2 armor. So technically it has 18 health. And of course, he got Twisting Nether, destroying all of my minions. Like, why are you even using that on my single minion? Why are you doing that? That is such a big waste of spell card right there. He could have very easily used it to destroy these two guys, as I happen to have a Frightened Flunky. Not that it matters much anyway, because my minions would have been destroyed anyway, probably. Oh! Oh no! Are you serious? What? Corrupted Battlecry, remove the top 5 cards from your opponent's deck. That was all the cards that I have left. I literally have no cards anymore. This is bad. I only have 1 minion left and 1 spell card. And this is probably the worst spell card to have right now. I can't... Alright, yeah. You know what? Just... There is not much that I can do anymore. All I can really do is this. And then it's pretty much over. I don't think I've ever gotten to the point where I literally had no cards left at all. I had days where I only had like 3 or 4 cards left in my hand with an empty deck. But I never got to the point where I literally had no cards to play anymore. So yeah, this is the end of that. It's It's absolutely horrible. This is the worst game of Hearthstone I've ever had in my entire life, and that says a lot, because I've been playing this game since 2015. I played a lot of this game. Needless to say, I had a lot of games on my name, and this is most definitely not my best game ever. Maybe it's because I just used a shit deck or something, or maybe it was just because my opponent had a lot of cards that he could use to just destroy everything I had. But this is this was really gross. I don't think that it's because of my deck per se, because I do have a pretty strong deck. It just so happened that my opponents had a lot more powerful cards. One thing that I always liked about this particular deck is that it doesn't really have too many cards in the late game. I think that's one thing about it, because I don't really like to have a huge amount of late game cards in my deck. I don't think anyone would want to have that. But I think my biggest problem with this particular deck is look how many 2-drop cards I got in my deck. Like, this is crazy. I don't think I've had this many 2-drops in one deck. I don't even think that I have it in my most used deck, which is my mage. It's got a pretty good selection of cards with 4 freaking legendaries. One of which is a weapon, actually. And it's probably one of the worst legendaries that I have. It's one that allows me to draw 3 cards at the end of my turn. It has no attack, and it has 3 durability points. The durability lasts forever on this thing as a result. So, I just keep drawing cards forever until eventually my entire deck is empty, and I don't have any cards to draw anymore, and I have to play all of the cards that I have in my hand. Which, by the time all of my cards are empty, I have a full hand, and so all of my cards would get destroyed anyway, so it doesn't really matter much. One thing I can do, actually, because I have a lot of arcane dust on me, is I can craft a legendary card real quick. I don't know if I want to have a legendary of the mage specifically, but maybe I could craft a legendary mage card, because legendary is my favorite hero in the entire game. It wouldn't necessarily be all that I don't know how useful it's going to be, though, in the particular deck that I have. You know, maybe I could just also I can also go for a diamond card, actually, because some of the latest additions in the game added these diamond cards, which look freaking amazing, but I don't know how many of those are available. There are not a lot, and you cannot... I don't think you can craft these. But the animation that this thing has is amazing. I freaking love it. And these cards are pretty darn rare. Obtained by owning 36 classic legendary cards. Yeah, you need to earn these things. That's just freaking fantastic. I know for a fact that there are a lot of people in Hearthstone that I sure know that... I know for sure that a lot of people already have cards like the Diamond Ragnaros, the Fire Lord, or this one, Samuro. Because Hearthstone players be Hearthstone players, and Hearthstone players be freaking crazy. So you can also disenchant extra cards. I don't know which cards these are going to be. Because it doesn't say what of these extra cards are going to destroy. But it's gotta be a lot of stuff that I have multiple duplicates of, because apparently I have over 130 extra cards that I literally cannot use because you can only have 2 copies of a card in my deck, or more than one of each legendary. You might as well disenchant the extras and turn them into arcane dust. So probably just gonna do that, because I don't need this many cards that I'm never gonna use anyway, because you can only have 2 copies of one card in your deck. So let's disenchant every single one of these, and now I have a lot of arcane dust that I can use for the enchanting. So I can actually still disenchant these cards, can't I? Doesn't look like I can anymore. That's strange. Okay. But now I actually have a lot more arcane dust anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now I can go with a golden card that I don't have yet. I don't know if I can... Yeah, I can create these cards. That's fantastic. But what cards are actually uncraftable? I'm pretty curious about that. Oh, these. Okay. So this one is probably a gold one because of the animation that goes on in there. This card cannot be disenchanted or crafted. This card cannot be disenchanted or uncrafted. Okay. Yeah. I honestly don't really care much for golden cards. They are cool, but I can't do much of anything with them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I do want to have a neutral legendary because I do not... I could use any of the class-specific cards if I ever wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that because why would I? So... Brand Bronzebeard. Yeah, this guy is probably gonna die very quickly after I summon it because it only has 4 health. And it triggers my battle cries twice. That's not really a good thing to have. I could actually go for Morose. It's got stealth on it, so it can't be targeted by monsters or anything for that matter. I don't know what a steward is, but maybe it will come in handy. I have no idea. Actually, let's go for some of the late game legendaries. Those are always freaking powerful and awesome. So we have Dr. Boom. Summon 2 Boom Bots. Bots may explode. That sounds like the worst freaking thing ever. There's not even a percentage of chance of whether the bomb is actually, or the bot is actually going to explode. And also, it doesn't really say anything about whether the bot is going to explode or not. I would actually love it if this guy would summon the bots for your opponent. Because there are only 1/1 boom bots, and they may explode. Why isn't this an effect that triggers onto your opponents? Like, that makes no sense.